Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU and welcome to yet another of my endless space videos, and I have to say I'm quite a bit excited again, though for an entirely different reason this time around. Why? Because I just checked how many endless space videos I have made. Turns out I'm closing to a 200 video mark, endless space video mark, so I made almost 200 videos of this game. That's quite significant, don't you think? I wish I would get more recognition for that, but I'll probably celebrate the 200 video mark once I reach it. In some way, I'm not sure how yet, but I'll think of something. And I'll definitely ask the devs to actually, kinda give you some more publicity, because I think I'll deserve it after making 200 videos, don't you? Anyway, let's stop talking about off-topic stuff, let's start talking about on-topic stuff. I finished a ton of cover because there was nothing else to do, and the Amoeba appeared. So, this is their fleet, relatively big-ish. 9 ships. It used to be bigger because there were pirates also around Auriga, but they were taken out by the Amoeba, and right now outside of this fleet is ready to be destroyed by my fleet. Now the problem is, theoretically my fleet is way weaker. I mean, I only have 1700, almost 1800 military power, while the enemy has 2300, which is quite a bit more. That said, I'll just have to see what the enemy is going to do, because I'm about to attack them. If I can actually create... what? Yes, oh, I have too many ships in a fleet, I cannot make this fleet this big. Alright, this barbarian is highly leveled up but heavily damaged. I want to save him if possible. He's going to stay in a hangar. This Soki is going to die for the good of all. So there we go, la da da, and come on, declare battle on me, Amoeba. There we go, I knew they would do this, they always do this, those pesky little Amoebas, but they're actually big enough to be afraid, which is a sad state of affairs indeed. Alright, so, let's think. So the enemy, did they change the tactics at all? Doesn't look like they did. They still have no defenses against deflectors, and quite a bit of them against beams, which I stopped using on my newest barbarians. As for the damage, they still focus on kinetics and having a little bit of beams as well. That's fine though, I think I'll do okay. Let's make sure that we go for guillotine, because it's going to do best against this kind of fleet, I believe. In terms of formation, I'll go for defensive formation, because those Sokis need to soak up the damage for me. Even though it's a cruel practice, I have to admit, but it has to be done, and there is nothing else I can do about it, I'm afraid. Now, I'm going to go for magnetic field, I think, because the enemy is going for a lot of kinetics, and last time I think it worked quite well, so I'm going to stick with it. And as for the rest, I'll go for short circuit, maybe-ish? I'm not too sure, honestly. I mean, my ships have very mixed weapons, so it's hard to choose the optimal card, but except deflector power, I think it's a fair bet, since the enemy is using so many kinetics, and I do actually have deflectors on all my ships, so yeah, let's go for that. It will lower my beam damage, as I just realized, by quite a bit, but if I counter the enemy it will not, and even if I don't, I think it's worth it. I only have a few Barbarian 5s left in this fleet. I actually have quite a lot of them. Let's risk it. I think the enemy might go for Weapon Overclock on first 10. I might be wrong, but let's see what they are going to do. And... Weapon Overclock! There we go! My endless space sense has not failed me, and I was able to counter the enemy in the best immense way possible. So there we go, there are 2 of our fleets fighting, and what better way to celebrate death and scorched F in space, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, wow, actually look at this. I do love the spectacle of death and lights and fire beams and explosions. Ooh, that's so nice. Anyway, I wanted to celebrate that. You know why? I mean, how? Yes, you do. Yes, oh, the enemy continuously goes for the weapon overclock. And I destroyed one of the ships, which is bad. I destroyed one of their ships, however. Alright, let's just watch the damage. I'm in spectacle while I take a drink of my juice. Yeah, I noticed that one of you asked me to do this more often, and I do like my juice, so it's the easiest request ever, kinda. So let me drink it. That is delicious. And apparently very healthy during this kinda season change time, when we go between fall and winter, though it is not really true in Poland. I mean, something you need to know, in Poland we don't have 4 seasons, we have 6 of them, so between fall and winter there's also... I'm not sure if this has an English name, okay, it very well might not, but let's call it pre-winter, because that's more or less how we call it in Polish. So, I guess I don't remember when it starts, when it ends, but I think we are in this pre-winter state. It's very, very likely indeed. So I guess we're not changing seasons just as of yet, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the current weather and the fact that apparently it is recommended to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and possibly some fish as well in order to keep your body defenses, well, you know what I mean, up to the challenge and face all the coldness of the weather, which is not a problem for me at all, to be honest. I don't remember ever having a cold. I'm fine without it. I don't think I'll ever have it. I might have it if I go swimming naked in the south of North Pole. It is possible. I might actually do that one day because I'm really tempted to do this. Of course, during the summer. Okay, I'm not this crazy to do this during the winter on North Pole. This would be like suicidal. But during the summer, I always wanted to go swimming in Greenland. It's just a little, you know, something I wanted to do. And people tell me that, yeah, well, people that do not live there are not supposed to do this because they don't have the body that is designed to deal with this kind of cold. But even amongst Polish people, I am quite good when it comes to cold. As in, I do not really care about it. I can walk almost undressed in very, very, very low temperatures and I never get cold anyway. So, you know, I just so tempted to do that one day. Anyway, endless space. So, is there anything I should be keep an eye out? Well, there is actually this suggestion from Endless. From Stealth Hawk. Don't know why I wanted to call him Endless Space, but whatever. Who suggested going for long range kinetics, actually. Instead of melee kinetics. But I like melee kinetics. No, your suggestion has been, you know, taken into consideration, Stealth Hawk. Thank you. I just like melee kinetics. It's a preference of mine. I mean, long range kinetics, it's like using sniper rifles, and I don't like sniper rifles. They're the lamest weapon ever. I used to fire. I mean, no, that's the wrong way to put it. It would mean that I was actually firing. I mean, I know how to use sniper rifle because I've been using them in the past. No, I have fired shots from sniper rifles in the past. Yes, I know how to use our sniper rifle. Yes, it can be fun-ish, but it's totally not my weapon of choice. It's like such a lame Zor's weapon. It's incredible, and because long range kinetics remind me of it a little bit, I'm like, nah, I don't like it. Anyway, of course, the second I move away from Auriga, the Amoeba sent in a giant fleet to try and take it over. I should be able to destroy this fleet easily. I mean, they do not have a lot of supporters when it comes to protection against my fleet. They have a lot of invasion power, but I will get there in time and I'll stop those bastards from doing anything useful. So, over here, my ships are actually fairly damaged, which is something I should keep an eye out. But so are these. I mean, no, they're actually not damaged at all. But they only have kinetics, no beams, which is good because I have more deflectors than I've got shields. So, guillotine again, because those guys are quite well defended, just as the last bunch. More focus on defense formation. So my Soki dies, and apparently, yet again, it was a bug, it wasn't a barbarian that died, it was a Soki. Still, a Soki dying is fine by me, honestly. And I might even go for a standard formation to make sure my barbarian lives, because apparently nobody can pick this barbarian to actually soak up the damage, and he does have so many levels I don't want to lose him necessarily. But now I cannot risk all the other barbarians just to save this one, I don't think. Now, so let's go from double magnetic field, because the AI might continue going with their open overclock strategy. They have been doing so for the past X times. And they might continue to do this because obviously they're using so many kinetics that weapon overclock seems to make sense, except it's so obvious, it's also easy to counter, and this is where the strategy falls flat on its face. I mean, cool, you can boost your kinetics, except I expect you to do so, so I disallow you to do that, and also I boost my own card. That's not ideal. That's why whenever I'm playing against a human opponent in endless space, I almost always just close my eyes and pick a random card. Almost always, not always, but quite often I have to... Oh wow, they counter me. And the reason why I do that is fairly simple, because I do not want the enemy to guess what kind of card I will be using. And this actually works quite well against the enemies that would know me well. Against the enemies that have no idea who I am, I don't bother doing this because they will not know what I'm going to pick anyway, since I'm an unknown variable for them. So yeah, there we go. Now this battle is actually not going as well as I hoped it would be. I already lost 2 ships, the enemy only lost 3. Now they went for weapon overclock, whereas I went for barrier. It's not going to be enough, I'm afraid. I might lose another ship, while the enemy ships are now starting to die a little bit faster than before. 5 of them already perished, and I will probably destroy more of them before the 10, and I just hope that my barbarians will continue to stay alive. Now I've given them barrier, they should be able to suck up a little bit more damage. 7 ships destroyed, It's going so far it's going okay. And the enemy did not actually try and escape, which is something I didn't expect. But that's not a problem, it just means that it will be easier for me to destroy them all. But I did lose yet another ship. 3 ships lost in this fleet. That's not good because this fleet is supposed to fight the other Amoeba fleet around Auriga. So I'm in a little bit of problem. I'm in a lot of problem, honestly. But I'm still nowhere near the kind of problems that when I would say, oh, I'm dead. Now, this fleet is fairly good. It does have some decent levels, unless I lost my most leveled up ships, which is possible. What? Oh, come on, they're still there. I can actually declare war on them, which is nice. And I've got a Barbarian 2.0, which is a useless ship, but I will actually buff it, I think. I mean, spending money on this kind of thing is good, especially since I need to use the ship right away. And I don't have any movement. Well, I've got 2 movement left, but I'll still need 2 tanks to get to Auriga. So it's a worthwhile investment to upgrade this one Barbarian, I believe. Where are you, you old Barbarian? There we go. Oh no. You're missing resources in the star system. Off you! Well, I guess the enemy is, you know, blockading the system, so that's why I'm missing the resources, but it's still kind of lame, isn't it? I'll admit, it is. Anyway, I think I have to declare a battle on this guy. If that's the case, that's fine. If my Barbarian 2.0 survives, then I'll retrofit him. If not, actually, there's no way anybody is going to die. I mean, those guys, look at them. I'm not even going to go into a battle. I'll just go for guillotine. Then I'll go for, like, defense formation. How many Sulkies do I have left? Only 1. 1 is good enough, I think. And then I will go for just barrier, I believe. There's no need to boost my damage, those guys are going down anyway. So barrier all the way across the sky, really. Now, the reason why defensive formation might work well is because I only have 1 Sulky, and the enemy only has 3 ships, so I assume that the AI will think itself that it's smarter to go for... Oh, I wanted to go for automatic. Sorry, misclick, it happens. At least we see some more explosions, but honestly this battle was not worth watching, and I didn't want to record it. So anyway, the reason why I think that defensive formation is good in this situation is because the AI might go for Nosebreaker, because they know they have so few ships and so little firepower on them. It's very unlikely they'll actually be able to deal any major damage if they go for any other type of targeting system, and they actually just went ahead and retreated. Okay, that's fine with me. That's absolutely fine with me. I only did some very, very minor damage, and I don't think they did any damage to me, so yeah. So those guys are going back. They are probably going to have to warp out of the system because the other way is blocked off. As you can see, I do control Auriga, so they couldn't retreat this way. So they're over there, which is annoying because this means they will be back. Yeah, they will be back. Should I check what is in there? This would mean that I'll have to delay my rescue of Auriga for 1 more turn. No, I'd rather have them go back and actually besiege Objection again than let Auriga be continuously besieged. Because I need to make sure that Auriga is safe. So no to that idea, I'm sorry. Now, I want to retrofit Barbarian 2.0, I really do, but if it costs too much, I'm not going to do it. I didn't assign my hero yet! Oops. Well then, I thought I did. Now I did. What happened? Why is he not assigned? I could swear I did assign him. Did I lose anti-affiliate before? No, I didn't. What happened? He's got 4 levels. Obviously, I did assign him. I don't even... What? I will need to rewatch my old videos. I mean, video, the last one, because I'm horribly confused right now. Anyway, let's see how much retrofitting this Barbarian would cost me. 101 gold. No, actually, it would cost me only 25. Those other Barbarians need gold, but I don't need to retrofit them. They're quite nice. Not exactly what I need against the Amoebas, but they still do their job. And they're good enough at it so that I do not want to retrofit them. Yes, beams are not the best against Amoebas, but in case somebody like Shading comes out, then those will be perfect. So no, let's not change them. So only this guy, 25 dust, I'll do it. I'll bite. So this guy is now Barbarian 6.0, which is way better than this 2.0 BS. I know the enemy is invading Auriga, I noticed. Now, as for you, dear Objection, go away. Your action is exploited, which is kinda sad, but what I need to do is make a few more soul keys over here. And I'm actually going to use some dust to speed up the production process, just to make sure that I've got them over here ready to rock. So I can fit 2 more ships over here, and I'm going to make both of them in the same turn. So that's that. I need... well... crop seeding was nice, but I need to exploit, so like so. Then epigenetic crop seeding, and then convert industry to dust, because that's what I need to do. Pain, on the other hand, doesn't really have much to do. But I think I can resign from... Ooh, no. I'm losing a little bit too much dust at the moment for me to feel comfortable with that, so I'll go for that and lose a little bit less dust. as a direct result. Now, because the enemy is besieging Auriga, it's actually receiving a big approval penalty, which is a problem, but it is not something that I can do. I can deal with, unfortunately. Increasing the taxes won't work either. I mean, yes, I'll gain some more dust, and I don't really care about production of those systems, but it will also make Auriga unhappy. I don't want it to be unhappy, as simple as that. I can lower the taxes even further to make sure that I'm still on fervent approval, but I'm actually going to do this, I think. Can I make Auriga happy? Yes, I can. I'm losing 49 dust per turn. Let's do this, you know? I'm going to gain quite a bit of dust from fighting the enemy in the next turn, on the next 2 turns. And I do want Auriga to be as happy as humanly possible, so let's do that. Also, I can convert industry to dust, because why not? So now, I'm actually gaining dust, amazingly enough. And amusingly as well. So yeah, there we go. End the turn, and see what the future brings us while I drink a little bit more of my juice. Well, that's what the future brings us. More annoyance because the enemy spreads through my systems like a plague. And there is a lot of the enemy as well, which is annoying. But I should be able to take them. What happened? What did the invasion ships? Whatever, I don't even care. Alright, so this event. Extra. Oh yeah, this is good! Legendary wreck analyzed. In lore, it was known as Barbarianov, an ancient ship of the endless, cast to wander the cosmos as it set for the mythical beginning of time. Wow, that's a stupid mission. The wreck itself has been discovered and its crew before their death or disappearance, for the ship is empty. Apparently reworked it with armor of incredible thickness and durability, and apparently that gives you experience on the ships. Fair enough, I'm not going to complain. I mean, honestly, why would I? So this gives me more experience on all my ships, I think. Or maybe, yeah, all my ships, including the newly created ones. Look at them, they just started, they already have 4 points of experience, while the other ones, like this barbarian over here, he's got, what level is this even? Level 5? It looks like it's better. Huh, strange. But even level 5s are honestly quite intimidating. I mean, those ships start to become really, really nasty, so I'll take that. I'll bite. I'll definitely bite. So let's make my way to Auriga and try to stop the conquest of it as soon as possible. And the next turn I'll actually be able to colonize the Auriga itself, not as in the system, but the planet, which will be great and magnificent, and I can't wait to do that. So there we go, Auriga can now be colonized, baby, it's going to happen. So what is that? That's another event. Wow, all actions, that's code correct. Extra science on system for all systems, and there's the Harmony. Alright, hi there, Harmony. So this is not good for me, because I don't have a lot of science production. This is really good for Amoeba, which is a problem, because they have a lot of science production, and now they will be able to go ahead even further. So anyway, somebody partially cracked the dust goal. Alright, fair enough. And I met the Harmony, so here they are, there is the Harmony. Where are they? Here they are, and they are just going to sit there because I've got no deals to offer them. Also, I'm almost certain that this system is governed by them. That's fine by me. Anything else? Well, yes, I've got containment fields, which means I can actually colonize Auriga, which I'll do in a second. So iron crystals are identified, and I do have access to them, which is very nice because they give me what exactly? They give me, I don't remember what they give you, ionic crystals. Oh wow, that's what they... Yeah, get back over here. Yeah, this is actually perfect. I mean, ship movement, that's good because I'm moving so much actually in this playthrough that I definitely kind of need the movement. And having more everything on planet is also really, really nice. So there we go. I just got iron crystals. Anything else I don't have, and I probably never will. But that's fine. I could actually probably make Harmony to some of those resources, but this would be kind of nice, nasty. I would much rather ban them. It's a better way of killing people, I believe. Anyway, I know you declared war on me, but first of all, I want to make sure that I'm actually protecting you from escaping, I mean, from the system, so I'll do that. It's incredible that Sharon is still not doing anything about my invaders. One day they will actually capture Merop, and this will be hilarious. Anyway, dear Solkies and Barbarians, what do I want to do with you? A fair question, I would say. The enemy is still using the exact same tactic, it looks like. They didn't change it much. So, since I do have a hero and my ships have a lot of health, of course I will go for Guillotine and defensive formations. I do have enough Soakers to actually use it efficiently, unless the enemy goes for spread fire, in which case the enemy is going to be horribly inefficient and do like no damage to me at all. In terms of battle cards, I will gladly go for... Do you want to take the risk with Magnetic Field, or do you want to go for Short Circuit? I'll go for Short Circuit, I think. Then I'll change it up with Magnetic Field and then continue Short Circuit. It's a new type of surgery, but I think that based on what I've seen the Amoebas do with the cards in the last few battles, I think it could actually work quite well. I might even counter them every single time, but I don't think they'll counter me even once. So I like this selection of cards, I do. I can't lie that I don't, because why would I lie to you about that? I am a frequent liar, but I don't lie when I actually just like lying. But I didn't lie to you right now, unless I lied about being a liar. In which case, yeah, feel lied to. You should feel like you're lied to. Whatever. I'll shut up because I actually stopped being a liar and started being just a moron. So yeah, there we go. Okay, the enemy is being fired at. Actually, no, that's me being fired at. Those are the enemy ships I'm looking at. I'm sorry, I just like the enemy ships so much. I keep thinking that they are me and I'm them, which is probably sick of mental illness, but I'll deal with that. So I destroyed quite a few ships, it looks like this time. I don't think I lost any, but the enemy is using a lot of kinetics, so it's hard to tell. I countered them this time around, still didn't lose anybody. I have to thank my hero for that, because... sorry. Because honestly, he's making quite a big difference. And am I even recording this? Woo! I am, that's good, because I actually kind of like this video cast. So anyway. So far so good, I'm devastating the enemy fleet, and since it was them who attacked me, I think I should not have any problems declaring another fight on another of the Amoeba fleets, and thus push them out of the system, which will be nice. Now, I'm curious about the card we used. The enemy is just trying to retreat, that's fine by me. I should be able to destroy some more of the ships before they do that, however. So they only have one ship left there, it will probably stay alive, yes it did. Adeon, you are the lucky survivor, get out of here, you bastard! So yeah, I did like my cards, they did work quite well, and I think I'll stick to this selection. It's a very safe one, alright. Dear sir, what do I want to give to you? So he already has fast tribute, which is useful by all accounts. I'm kinda tempted to give him fast tribute too, but at the same time, I also kinda want to give him some more veterans so that I go into Saboteur. And I only wanted fast tribute 1 to have already so that it starts proccing. And yeah, that's actually quite nice for me, I believe. Wait a second, that's +5. Not like +5%. Whatever, I'll take what I can get. I mean, next it will be 2% actually. Ooh, that's way better. Way better, in fact. You're right. Okay, right. I think I do need to make sure that my ships are continuously repaired, but when I look at them, they do not look... Oh, this sock is really damaged, but I think I'll lose him anyway, though. So there's no need to repair him right now. Okay, I'll repair my ships. I'll make sure that I can repair my ships better in the future. Right now I'm rushing for the Saboteur thingy because it's just so good. Alright, can I repair my ships while they are being, you know, they are both... There's an enemy fleet orbiting my system. Doubtful, but let's check it out anyway. So, where are you, dear Soki? Can I repair you? No, why is that? Because I don't have the dust. Wow, that costs a lot of dust. But the enemy doesn't have any military power anyway. So yeah. Method. Go away, Method. I don't even care. Just short circuit and go away. So there we go. This is the end of the enemy siege of Auriga. Auriga is now safe and secure in my hands, and I can actually expand to it, which will be a wonderful ending to this particular videocast. So let's go into it. Colonized Baron, which is pretty much colonized, the best planet ever. And that's about it. I don't think there's anything else I can do this time. Actually, I might want to go for Cis-Urt satellites just to have a little bit more sight radius. And possibly stiff construction, just in case the enemy wants to, like, invade my system. So, Cloud Trippers will probably be useful as well. But I'll get to that, don't worry. Alright, and now I'm actually losing a lot of dust, but look at my happiness, holy Toledo. I'm Pillagers, I'm not supposed to be this happy. 100% approval, wow, and it's going to be, it's about to go higher because of colonizing Auriga. Oh, this will be humorous. Alright, is science queued up? No, it isn't, so it's good I checked. Oh, I wanted to get coal mining. I guess I didn't. Fair enough, alright. I mean, fine, I guess. What I want to get after that, I kinda want to discover Hexaferrum to see where everything lies. So I might do that. Actually, I'm really tempted to just see Hexaferrum. I want to. Coal mining will also be important. Actually, it is also very important because it does discover me Hyperium, which I do not even know exists. So yeah, I'll actually discover antimatter before Hyperium. How often does that happen? I think it's honestly my first time. So yeah. I usually rush Hyperium and antimatter as fast as possible. So there we go, there's the enemy system, and I just got a notification about conquering Auriga, I bet. So there we go. Let's have a quick look at it. So now there's a game event. If it was easy, it wouldn't be interesting, but this is better Planet Auriga colonized. Daring adventurers have settled Auriga, the lifeless planet rich in ruins and history. Well, not so lifeless anymore, and I do love this artwork. I really do. That's saying. Anyway, alright, so the enemy is now trying to guard the system with their pathetic little fleet. Okay, I'm not sure what they're trying to achieve with this single Adeon, but fine. I'm actually going to go for default formation and Nosebreaker. Why not? Because I actually can this time around. So there we go. What do I want to go for? Barrier? Why not? Let's just go for barrier and kill this guy like so. And he's dead. He actually tried to escape again, and he failed, doing so miserably. So there we go. Hey, I'm actually guarding this. There we go. No, it's strange that I do not get the circle. Oh, I guess that's because it's my system, and I'm a dummy. Okay then. So my hero leveled up. That's very nice. I'm going to give him. I was going to go rush into the cyber skill, I believe. Yeah, it will just delay my server through slightly. Yeah, let's rush into cyber skill. So let's do that. There we go. What next? High energy magnetics are already here, which is good. I'll install them everywhere I can. Discount antimatter. Unsurprisingly, I don't have access to it. I didn't expect it to be the case because I'm already controlling 3 systems. But that's okay. I don't care about antimatter that much just yet. No idea what this guy's doing here, but he's not going to live for very, very long. And Auriga! Let's have a quick look at you. You look just like you always did, except there are some blinking stuff. There's some blinking stuff in the background. Alright, husk of knowledge. I need Hyperion and Adamantium. I am quite far away from getting that, and I'm pretty sure, knowing my luck, I will not get the 2 of them, which is a problem. But let's read the description, because hey, why not? Auriga has the greatest... Oh, well, isn't this the same description as... I think it is the same description, so I'm not even going to read it. Anyway, colonized Auriga, that's very nice. Let's make sure that it has the food to sustain itself. Let's make sure that I've got the interplanetary transport network for more production, as if I need any more. And also cloud repairs, because they're kinda important, aren't they? Then some more science, actually, I believe, is in order. And as for objection, yeah, you need that. I do want to make sure that nobody is going to conquer you too fast and too soon. Actually everything. It is my border system after all, so let's object to the enemy invading it. As for you, dear sir, well, interplanetary transport network will be quite nice on you, so let's do that. Anything else? No, I'm losing dust, but such a small amount of it, I don't really care. Other ships that are in need of repair, yes, but I don't have the money to repair it anyway, I believe. So let's end the 10 and the cast as well. It was PANCZASU, the Mighty Mix Power. If you somehow managed to enjoy my video, then please like it. Leave a comment as well, because I do enjoy reading them, and they make me happy. And they help me out a lot as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you online.